Hi guys, so this is my next FAQ, and sorry again that there's no visual yet, and I know you guys are getting super annoyed, but honestly, I just, you know, to make a nice visual, it takes time, and I really don't have any right now, so it's either me record like this or me not record at all, and I really want to get the information to you, so please bear with me. It will change, it will get better, I promise. Anyways, okay, so the question here, and I'm not going to read you the whole question, but I'm just going to get the gist, is um, when you start a vegetarian diet, there are many YouTubers that say that you can get candida, acne, and weight gain, but it will go away. I don't want to get this, and how can I avoid it? So, the thing is, when you change your diet to this raw food lifestyle, especially like high fruit, high carb raw diet, what happens is your body starts to detox. So when it comes to acne, the only way to really avoid it in the beginning is to really go slowly into it. And you will still not avoid it because, okay, like this is what it is that there's your skin, there's all the stuff that built up over the years or over whatever period of time under your skin, and then, there's the rest of you. Okay, so that stuff that's under your skin, that's sitting under, and this is my understanding of it. This is what, like, obviously I'm not a doctor, but so maybe it's not technically, fully correct, but this is what I saw within my own body, and I can tell you that for me, this was 100% true. So, as soon as you start to go to a raw diet, your body says, yes, finally, I can get rid of this stuff. So, it's gonna start to expel it. If you go to a lightly raw diet, it's going to expel it slowly. If you go to like how I did it, which you can watch in my earlier videos where I just started to drink juice all day because I was sick, so I didn't really feel like eating, so I just drank juice, and it wasn't meant to be a detox, it was just what I kind of craved that day, but it triggered a detox. So, when you do that, when you trigger like a full detox like I did, your body will expel it all at once. Okay, so basically the choice is yours. It's either you're gonna get a huge breakout and it's gonna kind of expel it faster, or you're gonna do slowly and it's gonna take time. So it's either kind of go through a really bad time all at once, or do it slowly, but all that stuff that's under your skin, either way it has to come out, and it's gross, it's sitting under there, it's honestly like you want this to come out. Now for the acne specifically, what I experienced is that I had like it was first time I went through it really bad, then it kind of lightened up a little bit, and kind of went back to normal. Then I don't know if I triggered another detox or it just kind of continued because I started to eat better, right? So I was doing lots of fruits, or like at that point already. So I was doing, I think, 80% already at that point. So then there was a second wave of the acne specifically, right? And that second wave was less than the first wave, but still pretty significant. And it was like the type of acne, like I used to get just like acne everywhere, like on my cheeks, like on my face, but it was never like really kind of deep acne, like really big pimples, like I don't know what the term for it is. You guys know what I'm talking about, like really, really big deep ones that hurt. And these ones were like that. So it wasn't the same as regular acne. Like I could see that there was like, pardon me, but there was like pus coming out. You know what I mean? Like it was going from underneath my skin. So that wasn't like, oh, you just didn't wash your face and it was dirt. This was not dirt, let me tell you, okay? Yeah, and it wasn't coming from close to my skin where, well, it wasn't dirt, but it was just stuff in your pores that got infected. It was like from within. Like this was okay. Anyways, so don't think that these experts know what they're talking about. Like I've spent probably like most of my life, except for obviously when I was a kid, but when a teenager and up, right? That washing and buying all these creams and all of this. And ever since I've started raw food diet, I haven't used a single washing product. Like I just wash my face in the shower, and then if I like get dirty, like I just wash my face with water. Like I don't use like products. Sometimes I'll use soap on my face, but like just regular soap, like, like, but it's really rare. So usually I just wash whatever with, like whatever in the shower, and then like nothing special, nothing acne specific, nothing, like it goes away. That's what I'm saying. Like people think like, oh, this is, like it's not true, it's not gonna go away. It's going away, like for real. But I heard that the acne stage, like from the beginning to end, takes about like at most about 6 months. And this is like, okay, like it seems like a long time, but it's 6 months to cure your acne forever. It's not long. It's not long, honestly, And I mean, and it's not like, it's going to be like rough the entire 6 months. And then after 6 months, you're going to be like, oh, I'm acne free. It's going to get better with each month. So I would say that out of that 6 months, the first 3 are pretty rough. Or the first 2 actually are pretty rough. And then after that, it's like, it's not really anything, For me, it didn't take 6 months. It took about 4, I would say. And out of the 4, the first 2 were really rough. Because that's the thing too, is that it's like the skin will expel the pus out, but it like for the actual scarring and acne and whatever, it takes a while to heal. So it's more like the healing process that takes time than the actual breakout. And and that's, again, this is my fault, because I used to pick at when I had acne, I used to pick at it, so I would make the situation way worse. So if you don't do that, and if you really kind of, while you are while your skin is expelling it, I would say that really try to use minimal product, but maybe some stuff like aloe and stuff that will help your skin heal. That would really kind of help, help the process, and like just lessen the time. But I would say I had about 3 breakouts, and I went kind of like full force on it. Okay, so the first one was definitely full force. The other 2 were kind of just like the detox happened, and then it was less, and then it was less, and after that I didn't notice it anymore. So I'm sure there was more, but and now I don't really get any acne. I just get it like if I really kind of slip up and I have like some, and I know this is like bad, but if I have like sugar in my tea or something like that, or like anything like that I really shouldn't be having, sometimes I will get, or around the time of the month, like I might get like one, but even around the time of the month, I really don't get it. It's just if I like slip up and have some sort of like really bad food, because the body, like, again, because I'm not healed, you know what I mean? Like I just healed my acne, because that was the first thing, like it cleared the level under the skin, but it didn't clear up all of my problems, yet. So it's really touch and go still for me, where if I eat the wrong foods, I'm still gonna get breakouts. I think it's gonna go away, and I'm gonna have more of like a wiggle room. But right now, it really is still like that. So that's why. But you know what? Like, because I don't usually, like, I don't have sugar in the house. I don't have really bad foods in the house. Like I don't, I'm not exposed to them in any way. So I haven't had really any acne, I don't really have it. Another thing about acne that I wanted to mention to you guys is that it not only do you get rid of acne, but you get rid of large pores as well. And I noticed that with large pores, again, the clogged pores, like, okay, what is it that you are doing to clog up your pores? Are you like digging with your face through dirt? Like, are you like burrowing through the ground? Like, how will your pores possibly get that dirty? Like, I don't get these experts. Oh yeah, your pores get dirty from just, the air. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not digging with my face through the ground. They shouldn't be getting that dirty. And all this BS is just, honestly, pardon my French, but it's BS, okay? So, like, anyways, listen to somebody who's gone through it. I'm not an expert, but I have gone through it. I'm telling you, my pores are about half the size of what they used to be. And I tell you another thing, that, as you know, guys, I'm not perfect, and I also sometimes have slips where, like if my family's going to, for example, the one thing that's kind of calling me down right now is the sushi restaurants. I don't actually eat fish or anything like that, but still I'll have like rice and like dip it in soy sauce, which is not really good, because like soy is so processed, and then rice. But anyways, but the soy is really the problem, like the soy sauce. And I do like the day after, I do see like my, well, not the next few days after that, my pores do seem to be like bigger and there's more gunk in it, and I know where it's coming from, you know. And I also get like more body odor the next day, so the body's really trying to expel it. So all of these things, once you go to a clean diet, it's not like you're not going to see your pores. You're still going to see your pores, but they're going to be smaller, and all those black dots in it, that's all going to go away, you know. In addition to, I don't do it so much now because, again, like my diet has become cleaner, but before I used to do those peel masks just to get all of that stuff out, because, you know, it is true in a way what the experts say, that if you do have stuff in your pores and you're not washing your face, it can get infected and you can get acne. But the main question is, why is it in your pores in the first place? You're not digging through the ground. You shouldn't have all of this gunk in your pores. Yeah, once it's in there, and then you know, like it's like you know, you need to clean it out. So I do recommend, while you're in transition, to clean the stuff out every once in a while. Okay, let's go on to the next part of the question. And this is why the person that sent this to me, that this is why I wanted to answer online, because we're already at 11 minutes and I'm still talking. I'm actually probably going to split this video up in a few times, maybe. Actually, I'll keep going if you guys are not sick of listening to me. Okay, so this is to do with acne. I probably should do more videos on acne, but I will at some point. Candida, to be honest with you, I don't know much about, so I'm not going to touch that subject because, I mean, I don't know much about it. I haven't experienced any problems with it, and as you start to detox, mucus starts to come out. So if you catch a cold, like, let it go and allow all of the mucus to come out of you, you know. What I did notice, I don't know if this is Candida related or not, but I noticed that I was really, if you guys can watch, all of this is documented. This is what I love about this, that, you know, like when I started the journey, I started to document it, and you guys can go back and actually see it. That when I started to do this, look at my few first videos, and then look at the videos but much later when I did the face videos, like when you actually see me. My face was so puffy in the beginning, like right around my cheeks is like extremely puffy, and then it all went away. I don't know if it's, I don't think this is Candida. I don't know if it's mucus or whatever, maybe like stuff in your sinuses, because, like, you know, like right under there, or, I'm not sure. Like, again, I'm not a doctor, but there's a noticeable change that happens, and it was pretty crazy because I didn't expect it. And some people even said like my nose got smaller, and I think that that again has to do with that. Okay, and then the last part I wanted to address is weight gain. And again, I'm going to do more videos with that. You can actually see me and all of this. I just really don't have time, but I do want to get the information out. The weight gain, with the weight gain, I didn't, well, like, okay, I'll do the backstory so you guys can understand my whole situation. So throughout my life, like when I was started to be like, you know, from teenage on, I'm not talking when you know, you're a kid and you're still growing, but when you kind of stop growing, and maybe even after the teenage years, when my weight kind of stabilized, it stabilized between 120 and 115. 115 when I kind of watched my diet, 111 when I, like 110, 111 when I really watched my diet, but not in a healthy way, but in like, you know, I'm still eating processed foods, but just less of them, and like restricting myself kind of way. Like on that, again, all of this was completely unnatural, right? So, but that's how my weight fluctuated. If I let myself eat what I wanted to eat, which was incorrect foods, but it was like still like I never really like was like overweight, but I was like 120, which on me kind of looked like, you know, you could stand to lose a pound, you know, and then 115, which you look really good. Like, not really good, like you look good. You know, 110 looked a lot better, but like that was just like an unachievable feat for me. And I would do this like right before the vacation, and then I'd come back from the vacation and all you can eat like dinners there, and I'd be like, you know, 120 again. So anyways, so that was my struggle. So just so you know how my weight was fluctuating throughout. Now, when I went to raw food diet, I kind of stopped counting calories because honestly, it's just too difficult to count calories when it comes to juicing and smoothies and all of this stuff. And like, I really kind of wanted to change my life and get away from the counting calories aspect altogether. So as I stopped counting calories, what happened is I went back to 120. And I'm at 120 now. I fluctuate a little, sometimes a little less. Sometimes I even get to 115. Sometimes I go up back to 120. So my weight has not changed. Now, when I started this diet, I think I was 115. And so I actually went up by 5 pounds. But I went up to 120, which was like my usual um, weight when I wasn't watching my diet even before I switched to raw. So in that way, raw has made a huge difference, but it has it hasn't improved things. Maybe not yet for me because again, I'm fairly new in the journey as well. And I'm not eating fully raw either. So I'm eating about 80% raw, as you know. So it will improve. Now, why do people gain weight? The reason people gain weight on this diet in the beginning sometimes, oh, okay, anyways, let me continue with what I was saying. So I'm 120, but my body looks different, and I think a lot of it is because my body shape was like what they call an apple body shape, where the stomach really kind of was like the gut was sticking out a little bit. My arms and legs are pretty skinny, and I think that was due to the toxicity in the GI tract. So the GI tract was toxic and expanded, and I think that was causing there was like fat on top of it, but it was like puffing out and then fat on top of it. Well, and because of that, I thought it was all fat, but you know, my stomach really slimmed down, my waist really slimmed down, but the layer of fat that I had, I do still have. So, but again, I'm not counting calories, I'm not restricting it. So my body shape does look a lot better, but the weight stayed the same, is what I want to say about the weight so far. And again, like, you know, it could be different for everybody. Now, why do people gain weight on the raw food diet? People gain weight because they start to eat like avocados, like they're apples, nuts and seeds, like, you know, they have no calories basically when they have lots of calories. So I think when people go into it, they think that, oh, it's raw, so I can eat it in unlimited amounts. And they don't know that, you know, when you're eating high fat raw, first of all, that's not a healthy way to go. You shouldn't be eating high fat raw food diet. You should be eating, try to eat low fat raw food diet, you know, because high fat is not good. It's not even good for your energy levels, all of this stuff either. So, but when people start out, they go to comfort foods, and avocado is more of a comfort food than like I don't know, a cucumber, you know. So they kind of go with that, and because they don't know the recipes, and even me myself now, I don't really know too many recipes yet, so I'm kind of getting into it, and then there's also the transition between eating a raw food diet with like eating some cooked and some raw. So say for example, you're eating avocados and, you know, as part of your raw food diet, and then, you know, combining it with pasta as still sticking to your old diet and trying to kind of get rid of it. So maybe you cut out all the other stuff, but you're still having pasta with like just like vegetarian sauce or whatever, you know. So combining high fat ingredients, you know, so what you want to do or try to do is to avoid that. Say, okay, you're having a plate of veggies and avocado, which is a high fat. Okay, so mostly low fat on the plate, but then something high fat. Or if you're still in the cooked food transition, so have a plate of vegetables and then a baked potato. So you're only having one high calorie ingredient, and the rest are just veggies or just fruits or something like that, you know. So and again, like fruits are also have a lot of calories. So, and I think also too, the other thing is that when our bodies are not healed yet, just like I was telling you, like I'm not healed yet, you know, none of us really are because of how much damage we've done, right? So as our bodies heal, it will take a little bit of time for the body to process calories normally, I think 2, and process food normally as they should, because if kidneys are not filtering properly, if the GI tract is all gunked up, again, I'm not a doctor, but I don't see how it could um, have, you know, correct like correct digestion, you know. So I think all of those things is what really kind of, that's why it happens in the beginning, like, because that was the question, right? Like, why does all this stuff happen? This is why it happens, is because the body's in transition. It's all over the place. It's trying to expel mucus, you know, through skin, through all the organs. And this is another thing too, that not to be like gross, but you know, mucus really needs to be expelled from the body that's accumulated in the body. Actually, you can read more about this, like how, like in detail. There's a book called The Mucusless Diet, and it's actually because it's an old book. It's available for free online. So if you just Google The Mucusless Diet free PDF or something like that, you'll be able to find it there. And so you want to make sure that that you know that, okay, mucus has to come out. So if you wait, you'll see weird ways in which it's starting to come out. Like, you'll wake up and you'll have more, like, what they call like sleep in your eye, like the little like gunk in the corner of your eye, things like that. Like, so it's gonna, like, because it is in there, you know, so it's gonna come out from every opening, you know. So like your tongue might be more coated, all of these things, like, so when that happens, just know that it's all coming out. It's all good, and all you have to do is just stick to the diet, kind of put your head down, plow forward, you know? Like, don't worry about it, you know? It all changes. And like, you know, when I first started to get really bad acne, I was like, oh my God, this is so bad. But, you know, I just kept going forward. I said, okay, you know what? I will give it 6 months. And if it doesn't come out in 6 months, then I'll think about what I'm going to do, okay? And it didn't even take 6 months. And, like, I'm telling you, I'm acne-free. Like, I used to use, like, foundation every day. I don't use it anymore. My skin tone has improved so much, I don't need to use eye concealer because I had circles under my eyes when I wake up. I don't have them anymore. And I don't sleep more, which I know I should, but I don't because it's just too busy. And I don't have it anymore. You know, so it's like your skin just changes, you know, in so many ways. It's night and day. Like, you know, I don't need to tell you. You can look my earlier videos and see the difference. I look like so puffy, and then, you know, there's nothing, like later there's nothing, you know, and I was using the same makeup throughout the videos. Like, I didn't change my makeup at all. So it's the exact, I believe it's even the exact same bottle of the foundation that I was using. So you know, and I don't use like concealer, like, or anything like that. Like, I just use like foundation as a concealer, so I don't use anything like really specific. Like, I'm not really a makeup guru, so I don't really know like how to like trick people into it or something like that, you know. You know, but I don't use it. I use, right now, the only makeup I use is I use eyebrow pencil. And actually, I use eyebrow powder, and I use eyeliner and mascara, and that's it. So, oh, and I use some like eyeshadow, and you know, and that's it. I don't need to do blush. I don't need to do anything. My skin looks perfect. I don't need to do anything, you know. And at the end of the night, like, I just honestly, like, sometimes I'll wash my face, but most of the time I just wash it in the shower, because you know, like, I'll shower, you know, at least once a day, but no, sometimes, most of the time, twice a day. So that, you know, that's all that needs to be done. So anyways, thank you guys for listening to this very long chat. And again, I am very sorry, and I hope you guys can forgive me for the no face thing. But, you know, I just, like, in order to give you a good video, like, I have to set up the lighting, I have to set up everything, and, you know, it's honestly, I have so many things on the go, and I'm so stressed right now that this is kind of the best I can do, and I hope you guys bear with me. And I am going to be putting out more videos. If you guys would like me to review your eyes, you can send all of that below. As you know, also, I have a book for sale on how to go from a regular diet to a raw food diet, and I'll link that below as well. And all the proceeds help this channel keep going. So thank you guys again for watching. I'm sorry for the no face. I will change. I'll also do more vlogs. I got all of the gear, whatever, the selfie sticks, all the stuff. So I'll start doing that as well. And I'll see you guys later.